This is Mrs. Fouts here, your school librarian, and I'm going to talk a little bit about our electronic devices, how to care for them, and the checkout process. Just like you take care of your books, you need to take great care of the electronic devices you borrow from the library. They're expensive, and before making the decision as to whether or not you want to check these out, first decide if you're willing to cover the cost should damage occur. To avoid damage, follow these simple steps. Don't put your device in your backpack if you've got water bottle or food in your backpack. Do not stack books on top of your device. Make sure you leave the device in the case. Do not leave the device unattended. Do not leave it outside. Do not carry it in the rain, and avoid letting others borrow it. Just be smart when it comes to these devices, and you should be fine. Now for the checkout process. We have a variety of devices available. We've got Kindle Fires, we have 2 types of Kindle e-readers, and we also have iPads that you can check out. When it comes to our e-readers, these contain only books. You aren't going to use the internet with these devices, you're not going to play games or use apps. The e-readers are strictly for reading. There are lots of great books available on each of the Kindles. You may keep these Kindle e-readers for up to a week. We also have our Kindle Fires and our iPads, and these are really popular with our students. We have some book selections available on these, but also many games and apps. Because they're so popular, if you want to check out one of these devices, it is a one-night checkout. You simply let Miss Stewart or myself, Mrs. Fouts, know, and we will reserve the device for you. When you ask for a device, we're going to make sure that everybody gets one before we start a new rotation. If you come in Monday afternoon and want a device, we might not have one available until Thursday. So we'll put you down for the next available slot. If you forget to come in, you're out of luck and you're going to have to wait until we have our next opening. And just a reminder, I said it before, but the Fires and the iPads are a one-night checkout only. You do need to return the items to the library by 8 a.m. the next day. That gives us time to get them charged up and ready to go for the next person. If you happen to check one of these devices out on a Friday, you do get to keep them for the entire weekend. Again, make sure it gets turned in Monday morning, 8 a.m. We will not send chargers home with students. If getting your device turned in on time becomes a problem, you'll no longer be able to check out the devices because it is unfair to the students that are waiting to receive their iPad or their Fire. A final word of caution. Do not attempt to download any information to the device. Do not try to deregister the device and then register it under another Amazon or iTunes account. Should you do either of these things, you will be unable to check out the devices for the remainder of the year. If you need help figuring out how our different devices work, we've got some helpful videos that are online for you. Simply go to the Challenger website, click on the Resources tab at the top of the screen, and under Resources, click on Electronic Devices. So there you'll find videos about how to use each device. Again, you don't have to watch those, but if you're struggling with the device, I encourage you to watch those videos. We also have the device usage form as well as an internet agreement form that does need to be read over by you and your parents and signed by you and your parents. So I do need those pieces of paper before you are allowed to check out your device. Once I've got that, we'll get your name on the waiting list. Enjoy these devices.
Created using Powtoon.